and welcome my friend. Thanks for joining me and my four-legged friend Johnny Boy. Today's practice is for the intermediate level yogi or the beginner looking to take it to the next level. We'll be getting our heart rate up and getting those juices flowing in our practice, creating warmth in your body and maybe even getting a little sweaty. We will be flowing from one pose to the next quicker than my typical practices, so be ready to connect with your breath and connect your breath with the movement. Have your water nearby, and I'll meet you standing at the front of your mat. We'll join together in mountain pose with your feet hip-width apart, your arms at your side, and palms open to the front of the mat. A soft gaze in front of you. Lengthen up through your spine. Full deep inhale through your nose. Long, slow, complete exhale out your nose. Take 3 to 4 more deep breaths just like this. Feeling yourself fully arrive here on the mat with each breath you take. We'll be taking 3 half sun salutations to get the juices flowing and warm up your spine. We had a brief intermission here because Johnny had a visitor. This pup comes in a few times and stays for several minutes, so if you notice the choppiness throughout the video, that's why. Alright, my friend, on your next breath in, circle your fingertips up to the sky. Palms kiss the top. Exhale, reach back into a back bend. Circling down to forward fold. Breathe in, lift halfway, flat back. Exhale, melt chest to thighs. Big, beautiful breath in as you circle your fingertips to the sky. Palms kiss, and exhale, lower prayer to heart. Breathe in, circle your fingertips right back up to the sky. Exhale, reach back, and cactus your arms hinging forward at your hips. Breathe in, lift halfway, your shoulder blades squeeze together. Exhale, release forward. Big refreshing breath in, circling your fingertips to the sky. Palms kiss. Exhale, lower prayer to heart. Our last round, inhalation to circle fingertips up. Exhale, reach back before you cactus your arms into a forward fold. Crown of head reaches towards the mat. Breathe in, lift halfway. Your crown of head reaches to the space in front of you. Exhale, release. Big breath in, circling your fingertips to the sky. Palms kiss, and we'll exhale to lower prayer to heart. Let's begin our next flow. Inhalation to circle fingertips to the sky. Exhale, hinge forward at your hips for forward fold. Fingertips to the mat. On your inhale, step your right leg back, and then lower your knee to the mat for a low lunge. Extend your fingertips to the sky. Hips sink into the pose. Option to reach your fingertips back into a back bend. Circle your fingertips down to the mat. Tuck your back toe and step your front leg back for plank pose. And in one long line from your heels to the crown of your head, elbows hugging along your body, lower yourself all the way to the mat. Inhale, peel your upper body off the mat for cobra. To exhale and lower to the mat. Push yourself up to plank pose, then hips to down dog. On your next inhale, step your right leg forward, lowering your back knee to the mat, taking our low lunge on the second side. And our friend returns, giving me a nice cool off here. Let's extend your fingertips to the sky. Hip points square to the front of the mat. Option to reach your fingertips back. Lengthen your tailbone towards your back heel. And then circle your fingertips down to frame your front foot. Tuck your back toes and press up. Take your back leg to the front for forward fold. Breathe and lift halfway, drawing your shoulder blades down your back. Exhale to release forward. Big, beautiful breath in, circling your fingertips down, around, and up. Bring your feet to kiss and exhale, lower your hips back in space for chair pose. Thighs lower to become parallel with the mat. Your inner thighs squeeze together. Relax your face. And then let's inhale, extend up to the sky. Lower prayer to heart. Let's take it right back down. So inhale, circle your fingertips to the sky. And exhale, hinge forward at your hips, forward fold. Inhale to step your right leg back. Back knee lower to the mat once more for our low lunge. Extend fingertips to the sky. Lower your right palm to the mat and your opposite fingertips open up to the sky for an easy twist. Lift your gaze. Draw your right ribs towards your right thigh to deepen the twist. Option to take a quad stretch by drawing your heel back towards your seat and top arm reaches up and back to grasp the pinky toe side of your foot. Press your foot back to help broaden and open in your chest. With control, release and extend your fingertip to the sky, then lower to frame your front foot. Tuck your toes to step back for plank pose. Slowly lower yourself all the way to the mat, and on your inhale, peel your upper body off the mat for cobra, this time lifting up a little higher, and exhale to lower. Make your way to down dog. Glance forward to step your right leg to the front, your back knee taking low lunge on the second side. Extend fingertips to the sky. Lower your left palm to the mat, coming into our easy twist. Lift your gaze. Your left rib cage spins towards your thigh with each exhale you take. Taking that quad stretch, if you took it on the first side, back heel draws towards your seat, top hand reaches back to grasp the pinky toe side of your foot. Feel into this amazing feel-good stretch. With control, release and bring hand to frame your foot. Tuck back toes and step back leg to meet the front for forward fold. Breathe in, lift halfway and find your long spine. Exhale, melt forward. Big, beautiful breath in, circling your fingertips up to the sky. Palms face each other overhead. Exhale to lower your hips back in space for chair pose. Shift your seat back in space. Keep knees over your ankles the best you can. And inhale, lift and extend to the sky. Good work, my friend. Prayer at heart. Take a moment to notice how you're feeling. Let's take our next energizing flow. Inhalation, fingertips to the sky. Exhale, circle them down, folding at your hips. Step your right leg back. Taking high lunge next, extending your fingertips to the sky. We want your front knee stacked over your ankle and your front thigh parallel with the mat. Squeeze your inner thighs together, narrowing your hips towards one another. My camera had a mind of its own here and starts to ever so slowly turn to the right. I guess it just wanted everyone to see a better view of the ocean. All right, let's circle your hands to frame your foot. Step back for plank pose. Firm your navel up and in to slowly lower yourself all the way to the mat. This time we'll spider your fingertips off the mat, and on your inhalation, press yourself up, your heart shining. The eye of your elbows spin forward. On your exhale, lower yourself to the mat. Slide your palms under your shoulders to make your way to down dog. Step your right leg forward, taking high lunge on the second side. Arms reach to the sky. Reel your lower abs up and in. Knit your front ribs together. Your back leg is energized. On your exhale, circle your fingertips down to frame your front foot. And step your back foot forward for forward fold. Breathe in, lift flat back. Exhale, release chest to thighs. Big, beautiful breath in, circling your fingertips, palms face each other at the top, and exhale into chair pose. Draw your navel up and in, and lengthen your tailbone down. Lower a few more inches. Unclench your jaw. Inhale, extend and lift up. Hands prayer to heart. Feel the heat we're cultivating with each flow. Feel the positive energy flowing through you. Breathe in, circle fingertips to the sky. Exhale, cactus your arms to circle them down. On your inhale, step your right leg back, setting up for high lunge once more. Front knee stacked over your ankle. Reach fingertips to the sky. Lower your right palm to the mat and extend opposite fingertips to the sky for our twist. Shoulder blades draw down your back, creating space between your shoulders and your ears. Option to bring your right arm to your thigh, making a fist with your right hand, and the left hand will wrap around that fist, helping to stay open and broad in your chest. Lift your gaze to the sky. With each exhale, draw your navel to your spine and move deeper into the twist. Good work, my friend. With control, lift and return to center. Lower hands to frame your foot, steps back for plank pose, and slowly lower yourself all the way to the mat. Let's spider your fingers off the mat and ripple through your spine to shine your heart. 3 deep breaths here. On your next exhale, lower yourself and make your way to down dog. Inhale to step your right leg forward, coming into high lunge on the second side. Breathe and settle deeply into the pose. Let's lower your left palm to the mat, reaching the opposite to the sky for our detoxifying twist. Option to bring your left arm to your thigh. That hand makes a fist and then the other hand covers that. Your hands and fists press into each other to open through your chest. Gaze lift. With control, return to center, hands frame your foot. Step back foot to meet your front for forward fold. Breathe in, lift, flat back, your crown of head reaching to the space in front of you. Exhale, chest melts to thighs. Big, beautiful breath in, circling those fingertips up to the sky. Let's take our chair pose again. Your weight shifts to your heels so you could wiggle your toes. Lift up through your chest. Inhale, rise up and prayer at heart. Full breath in through your nose and exhale a sigh out your mouth. Releasing anything that does not support your balanced, healthy body and mind. We have 2 more flows to go, my friends. So let's take a refreshing breath in, circling your fingertips to the sky. Exhale, hinge forward at your hips. Step your right leg back, and this time, lower your back heel to the mat at a 45-degree angle, setting up for Warrior One pose. Your feet on 2 separate tracks, and when you're ready, inhale and reach your fingertips to the sky. Your shoulder heads back. Ensure your hips are square to the front of the mat. On your next exhale, begin to cactus your arms. Elbows press back as you lower. Inhale, reach up. Exhale powerfully as you cactus your arms, elbows pressing open, shoulder blades squeezing together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale powerfully as you slowly cactus your arms. Inhale, reach up, gaze lifts. Exhale powerfully, lower. Inhale, lift up. Last time, exhale powerfully, drawing your elbows towards each other. And inhale, reach up to the sky. Circle your arms down to frame your front foot. Step front foot back for plank pose, and this time we'll lower chaturanga. and lift up to a beautiful upward facing dog. And then press your hips to down dog. On your inhale, step your right leg forward. Lower your back heel at that 45-degree angle and reach your fingertips to the sky for warrior one on the second side. Narrow your hips towards each other to help square them up to the front of the mat. Hug your pelvic floor up and in. Collarbone draws back. We'll take those pulses with our arms once more. So on your next exhale, begin to cactus your arms, elbows pressing back as you lower. Inhale, reach up. Exhale powerfully as you cactus your arms, elbows pressing open, shoulder blades squeezing together. Inhale, reach up. Lift your gaze towards your hands. Exhale powerfully, slowly cactusing your arms, elbows drawing towards each other. And inhale, reach up, lift your gaze. Exhale, powerfully lower. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, powerfully drawing your elbows towards each other. And inhale, reach back up. We'll slowly cactus our arms down to frame your front foot. Back foot steps to the front of the mat, forward fold. Breathe in, lift, finding your flat back. And exhale, soften forward. Big, beautiful breath in, circling those fingertips up to the sky. Taking our final chair pose, so make this a strong one, my friend. Lower those hips back in space. Lower them just a few more inches. Maintain nice alignment as you do this. You got this. And I'll reach up to the sky and prayer to heart. Let's jump right into our final flows, circling those fingertips to the sky, and exhale, fold forward at your hips. Step your right leg back. Lower your back heel to the mat this time, bringing your back foot parallel with the short edge of the mat for warrior two pose. And let's fan those arms up. Nice wide stance here, bringing your front thigh parallel with the mat. Lower your forearm to your front thigh and your top arm circles down, around, and up into extended side angle pose with your bicep tracking along your ear. Lift your gaze under your arm. Now you can stay here, or you have the option to lower your fingertips to the mat. When I do this, I like to press my arm into my thigh to help open my chest a little bit more to the sky. Alright, now we have option to go even deeper by taking a bind, by lowering your top arm behind your low back and your bottom arm reaches under your thigh to clasp that top hand. Once you have that, spiral your chest towards the sky. Don't forget to breathe as you hold this bind. Lower gaze towards the mat, and with control, release. Bring both fingertips to frame your front foot and step back for plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Big revitalizing breath into up dog. Lift hips to down dog. Step your right leg forward. Lower your back heel to the mat so it's parallel with the short edge. Your front heel bisects your back arch. And let's fan your arms up to warrior two. Adjust your stance as needed for a nice wide stance, allowing those hips to sink into the pose. Widen across your chest from fingertip to fingertip. Lower your forearm to your front thigh, and your top arm circles down and up into extended side angle. Lift your gaze under your arm. If you join me in lowering your fingertips to the mat on the first side, go ahead and see if that's accessible on this side. An option to take that bind or play around with it on the second side by lowering your top arm behind your low back and bottom arm reaches under your thigh to clasp that hand. Once you're ready, go ahead and spiral your chest open to the sky. Breathe into any areas of resistance. Good work, my friends. Go ahead and lower your gaze towards the mat. And with control, release. Back heel pops up and let's step your back foot forward. Let's enjoy these final moments here. So breathe in, find that beautiful long spine lifting halfway. Exhale, melting your chest forward towards your thighs. Inhalation, circling your fingertips down and round and up. Your palms kiss at the top. And exhale to lower prayer to heart. With hands at heart center, standing tall, close your eyes. And just take a moment to tune in here. Noticing the effects of our practice. The temperature of your body. Where you feel your heartbeat at within your body. Notice the rhythm of your breath. And feel free to take a few rounds of exhaling a sigh out your mouth as a way to release whatever you need to that you may have cultivated from our practice. Notice how with each breath you take, your heartbeat begins to slow down and soften. And how are you feeling, my friend? Maybe refreshed or energized. Maybe your muscles feel a little exhausted. Just tune in and notice. Big, beautiful breath in, circling those fingertips to the sky once more. Your palms kiss the top, and then let's dive it down through center. Allow your crown of head to fall towards the mat. We're going to hang out here for a few moments, so feel free to take a moment of intuitive movement in our forward fold. And do whatever your body is calling you to do. And if you had crossed elbows like me, go ahead and release your fingertips to the mat. Then step back to down dog. In down dog, we'll take another moment of intuitive movement. Just finding the feel-good movements in your body after our flow. Working out any kinks you may be feeling, unwinding from our flow. Now let's lower your knees to the mat. Tops of feet release to the mat. Coming to tabletop for a few rounds of cat-cow. Again, go at your own pace, making this yet another moment of intuitive movement. Deepening your connection to your body before we step off the mat today. And make your way to child's pose, taking your knees as wide or close to each other as you wish. Just allowing your torso to soften and melt through center, finding a nice rounding in your spine. Forehead kisses the earth. Feel grounded to that connection with the earth. And take 5 to 10 nourishing breaths here. Just being with your breath. Inhalation traveling down your spine into the space of your low back. And with your exhalations, allowing you to melt deeper into the pose. Slowly walk yourself back up. And this is where I noticed that my camera had decided to wander over to the right. And I'm thinking, oh no, did any of this even get recorded? But my friend, you just make your way to lying on your back. We're going to take our final posture, Shavasana. And allow your mind, body, and soul to settle into complete stillness, so get any wiggles and scratches out. We'll take these next few moments, just let go and be here with your breath, soaking up exactly what you need in our final moments here on the mat. Begin to deepen your breath. Draw one knee into your chest and then the other, and roll over to the right side. Deep inhalation through your nose and a long, slow exhalation out your nose. With your eyes closed and attention remaining inward, make your way to a comfortable seated position. Rest your hands to your knees. With your eyes gently closed, draw your shoulder heads back, lengthening out through your spine. And let's take a moment to check in here with your body, taking note of how you feel now compared to when we first joined together on the mat. Thank yourself for taking this time to tend to your body, mind, and soul. Big, beautiful breath in, circling your fingertips to the sky, gathering love and light. Palms kiss. Bring all that love and light down with you to heart center. We'll raise prayer to your forehead, setting an intention to stay present and mindful of our thoughts, thoughts of ourselves, and thoughts of others. Hands lower to prayer at your mouth, setting an intention to stay present and mindful as you nourish your body. Hands lower to prayer at your heart, setting an intention to stay present and mindful of our actions, acting in love and kindness. Sending love and light to you and all beings. Namaste. Thanks so much for practicing with me. If you enjoyed the practice, throw it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to support my work, free yoga online, and to make sure you're getting the latest yoga love practices released each week. I look forward to practicing with you again soon. From my heart to yours.